We eat all
NoBSPN PodCast. Live from the TA Mia studios, I'm Benji, and that's Tim.
Greetings.
So could you go to the white shot there? That way we're both on the white shot, man. There you go. Shout out to our friend, and we could crop that because now I look super fat and there's not enough of Tim. Um, okay, so this is no BSPN podcast, man. We haven't been on the air since the Thursday or whatever. And here's in the studio is JT helping us out on the cameras. So if you just want to tighten it up on today's show, man, we have a pretty packed up show. We're like constipated with information. There it is. Constipated with information on NFL, NCAA basketball, and a couple other stuff going around the news. But before all that, Timmy, I know we see each other every day, but I have to do this on there. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, Benji. Hey, greetings. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to y'all out there.
Happy Hump Day, and belated shout out birthday to our friend Cruz, who had a birthday celebration yesterday. So shout out to our boys out there, Cruise Control. I think.
And the house is still standing. That was a good little jam sesh, wasn't it?
It was a jam session. We had a whole bunch of musicians from all over Southern California. A lot of them that reside in San Diego, and they just came down and jammed out. Plenty of drummers, plenty of bassists, plenty of guitarists and vocalists. It was pretty rad, man.
No, that was really good. It was shocking. Hey.
I know. It's like, oh man, I thought it was gonna be another one of those, but it was a one of these. It was one of these.
And the cleanup crew, what a great job they did this morning.
Oh yeah, man. I for the first time in a long time got tore up on a Tuesday. I haven't done that since I was doing a lot of stand up and karaoke. But oh yeah, man, it was quite a morning. You know, my hero saved me again. Drew B, shout out to him too. He's part of the cleanup crew and he's part of the rescue crew because he was babysitting people till like 5 in the morning. Whoa, I know that sounds like a lot of fun, and in fact it was. Let me see if I can. Oh no. Whoops, that's not the sound we wanted.
I heard that.
Yeah, we heard that one. Okay, so top story that we're gonna get off with. We are gonna get into the bracketology today, but
Let the madness begin.
the NFL news, and not just free agency news. The NFL has recently admitted to something they've been denying and avoiding for a long time. It's the cause about CTE. And it says here, and it's a big article on the NFL on ESPN.com, just talking about all the details from the beginning of when the first traces were, even when Dewitson shot himself, and it also has a list of the 12 NFL players that after their death they donated their brain, and it was that's how they were found in different stages. Some of them, like Ken Stabler, after his death, he was found. He had Alzheimer's to the end of his career, and that was one of the things found after. It was that he was like in a very severe stage of CTE. Some players right now currently have it, and we don't even know. And the concern is that there's even little kids, with Pop Warner and kids in high school. CTE, it's a what's it called? Degrading, debilitating.
It's debilitating, and it's if they're saying now it's just basically a brain disorder, or it's really it's taken its toll. And I agree with you, Benji, on the America's use, in regards to Pop Warner or any youth sport, active or not. Baseball, you see it a lot as well. They're implementing more safety structure, as well as safety inclined equipment and stuff. Where in years past, really research and or / technology.
I want to shout out our sound effects. We have a lot of dishwashing sound effects in the background. We bought this new kit where we don't know how to use it, but all the sound effects are leaking through. So sorry, guys. All right, so yeah, it is kind of I have suffered 2 concussions in my time when I played high school football, and I do remember suffering some of the things I might even have some of those same things, because I played quarterback and I was 5'7" and 3/4, and I took a lot of hits. And when I wasn't playing quarterback, I was playing special teams, and I was a safety. So it was a lot of contact, and I did suffer 2 concussions in a matter of 2 weeks, like one after another. So, and it was in '98, back before there was anything really important. So it's a subject that here on NoBSPN we keep track of, because also one of the things that people are dealing and helping, and has helped me when I started using cannabis to deal with a lot of that stuff. I used to have more headaches. I used to be very anxious. The pains that came from some of those injuries too. But I used to get intense migraines when I out in the sun. I used to wear glasses a lot more. And it was crazy, I mean, and all of that was closer to the time when I was playing and and getting the head injuries. And I feel maybe I've gotten better because some of those don't happen anymore. In the sunlight, I don't get those. Hopefully, is maybe because of cannabis, maybe because my life changed and it's less and less type of contact stuff. But at least that's why I see that there's hope. There's hope for some people. There's hope for some of the, as far as recovery and being able to cope with it, as opposed to using the pills and all the other alternatives that alcohol as well. I mean,
or self-medication in any way.
and yeah, irresponsible self medication. Because sometimes it's about like self medicating. Medicating is not bad when you educate yourself and you do it for the right reasons. Not to get by, to hear yourself, not just to make a plug up or to shove away or run away from it. But yeah, and there's an article on one of the also floating around. I think we're sharing on the NoBSPN Facebook page in regards to 80% of users, people who have used the type of pills, painkillers, and whatnot. 80% of people who turn to marijuana leave the pills altogether. So out of all the people that start using marijuana that are former pill poppers and that were self-medicating and whatnot, 80% is usually the success rate so far. So I don't know what happens to the other 20. Maybe they got crappy weed or something, right?
Well, and again, it all depends upon those pain pills. Also, they tend to take their toll. They add up. In regards to, for me, they made me ill. Okay, I did not like those opiates in regards to the Vicodin and the hydrocodone or our Percocets and all that. It makes you gotta take care of the business that when you're in your surgery and stuff. But again, anti-inflammatories and stuff like that. I was just speaking with them at JT. They're off the air. We're getting old. We're still suffering from the aches and pains of our little flag football game there. So,
from January.
Yeah, so it just it takes its toll as time goes on there. And again, those prescribed medicine from those doctors, that's one thing. But also in a healthy and organic terms, hey, cannabis was the way to go, and it was more it was successful for me.
Okay, right here a quote from Dr. Walter Korish, who's the director of the National Institute for Neurological Disorders and Strokes, said in a recent interview, "At least at this early stage, it seems to be much more common than anybody imagined. That's kind of what we've been afraid of for a while, and we have data that is more widespread. I think we have significant problems, and that it's getting bigger and bigger." And this guy, Koroshets, he's the guy who, he's one of the main people investigating and now working with the NFL in regards to the CTE, which it's what does it stand for again, Tim? It's so long.
You know what?
I can't even. I was trying to say it in Spanish because I also do that. We do the Nug Life in Español cannabis education show, and we covered the subject naturally because it's a hot topic. And, it's a topic not a lot of people cover because it has to do with cannabis and sports. And, that's kind of why we're here.
Chronic CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Encephalopathy. That's a hard part. I knew the chronic part.
Yes, CTE. Hey, I did all right there. I had to slow down on that.
Slow it down. Encephalopathic. Yes. So we'll probably try and.
It is. It's a brain. It's a brain dysfunction, and in regards to permanent memory loss, mood swings, depression.
Yep.
So, and to continue, I remember we were talking about the list of players there, and one really hits me at home and personal.
Oh, most of us.
God bless his soul, Mr. Junior Seau.
Junior Seau was
Charger linebacker who I can say also had a friend. I met him a few times, and again, it has been confirmed that he suffered for such.
All right, so Kevin Beanick, I hope I'm saying the names right. I'm a paisa, but anyways, he's a postdoc. He does a postdoctoral research in the Mayo Clinic in the Department of Neuroscience. And this guy, he said he identified 66 brains of people who had played contact sports. Remember, it's not just football. It's also hockey. It's lacrosse, and soccer when you're playing a teacher.
Anything active. No, I agree. Soccer, you see those guys. There's no protected. Boy, how many times?
And then the headbutts. I've had several head injuries with soccer too, and no concussions, but I hit hard as well. But anyways,
and again, baseball as well.
They said they found signs of CTE in the brain of 21 people who played those contact sports, almost 1 in 3. And they said they found no signs of CTE in the brains of the people who had not played contact sports. So the evidence is there. Protect yourself as an athlete, but at the same time, I don't know, man. Spread the word. If you're a cannabis, if you're a patient, use it responsibly and spread the good word, man. If you're an athlete, just represent well, and and I know no good athletes. There are no good athletes that use cannabis that are bad athletes. If you're a lazy person, usually you're gonna be smoking weed and you're not gonna be doing anything anyway. So, but anyways, it's a love we send to all the to all the fellow sports stoners, because I know those people that like myself. When I have time, I'll pack myself a good sativa, get me a little energy. I'll put my playlist and I'll go run, 40-45 minutes, if I can. And I know those people that work out, they medicate, and they pump iron, boom, 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 and then you medicate after too. I do that too. It's kind of like the thing, and it feels great. So this is subject. More information on that, go to UpTV Network /NoBSPN. We're gonna post the articles, all the articles and topics that we talk on the show. You guys can find them on there. We're gonna go to our first commercial break right now. When we come back, we're gonna do the NCAA bracketology. As you guys know, it's getting hot. We had a couple of the win and you're in games going on. They're starting starting at 3 o'clock, probably in the next couple of minutes. But tomorrow is a big day where it's down to what is it, 68?
Well, yeah, it's a 68 team to get into, and
68.
Big dances begin as of last night. It is the play-in games, and we have 2 more here tonight. So we got a couple of things.
We invite you guys to join us.
Yeah,
right. We are on the ESPN bracket tournament or whatnot. Pick your make your picks. Find the link on the NoBSPN page, or just search in the ESPN. Search for NoBSPN podcast, and you're gonna find it.
It's on the ESPN.
ESPN. You just go and search it. Join us. See who does the best. Men, women, children. Have your dog pick it. I don't know, man. Let's have a good time. There's just keeping track. And I know San Diego State isn't there, and it's kind of shocking because we all thought it was it was building up to be one of the better teams according to talent, but whatever. Join us. I'm still going to pick San Diego State to win it all, guys, just so you know.
Hey, no, we'll bring that up, too. There's another thing called the National Invitational Tournament.
Yeah, which is it's pretty much AYSO.
They opened their first round yesterday.
It's
we'll
the
have
AYSO.
Yeah.
It's the AYSO tournament of NCAA basketball.
But look up your brackets. As we're saying, we have our own we have our group. It's the NoBSPN podcast, and that is on the ESPN Tournament Challenge. Okay, get those in quick because games they are starting.
All right, right before we hit to commercial, find us online, man. We're on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook at NoBSPN. Real easy. We'll be back. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll return. Bracketology and more sports. I'm Benji. That's Tim. We'll be right back. Bye.
The food was delicious as well. So next time you're in San Diego, check out the Lucha Libre Taco Shop and tell them, well, don't tell them I sent you because they don't know who I am, but just go.
I used to save taco shop wrappers. The family and friends would eat at taco shop and I would save the wrappers. I especially liked the hot taco wrappers. My brother would eat burritos and my mom taco chicken salad. My dad loved the enchilada dinner. I didn't save my brother's wrappers because he's pretty much a mess. Soon, my room filled way up with taco shop wrappers. Now, we eat all the great Wichita Mexican food from taco shop, and I toss the wrappers.
Great taste, great value, the taco shop. Roberto's Taco Shop, real Mexican food you like. Come celebrate the taste and fresh selection of classic Mexican plates. Roberto's Taco.
been successfully serving staples. With recent renovations, we have now become your one-stop shop. We carry a variety of liquors as well as tobacco products, which are located adjacent to our store. We always have the freshest produce, and our meat is cut fresh right before your very eyes. We always guarantee you the best foods for the lowest prices. Come on down to Ernie's, your one-stop hometown shop.
Donation. Donate today.
Hello, NoBSPN PodCast. The video too, man, up there. You remember that thing up there? Hey,
welcome
we're
back.
back.
There we
Oh
are.
man, we experience technical difficulties daily, so whatever. Send your complaints to nobspn@gmail.com, or you can tweet your complaints at nobspn, or you can write it on a piece of paper or make a real nasty face and Instagram us at nobspn, and then you could just blame it on JT because he's doing tech today.
I know of a circular file. Write a note, put it in a toilet, and flush it. We'll get it eventually.
We will. That's the nicest way of saying shove it. I don't know if that's actually true. Is it?
Oh yeah, a message in a bottle. Well, message comes down the stream. We can do it. No problem.
And that's the right attitude to me.
We take all messages.
We take all messages from all people at all times.
Prefer the positive though.
All right. Some other top stories before we get into into the thing. Just a quick update on the NFL free agency. Malik Jackson decides to ditch the Broncos for the Jaguars straight up for money. He said it's business. Did you hear about that, Tim?
Business is business, I can think of plenty of players that jump ship for the money,
And they were just really explicit about it, like, yeah, this is for the money, bro.
It really is. Business is business, and as we were just talking, this game of NFL, it's a tough contest, and you know what? A lot of times, players don't, their expectations in years of seniority that don't go far. So hey, when they're young, they got to take it while they can get it.
All right, so let's get into the bracketology. I wish we had a cool graphic or something, right? We could go, wah, 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 wah. Okay, well, a graphic if I can edit this, probably not. Okay, Timmy. So where do we begin, man? Tell us to give us a little insight. Come on, give us an intro.
The March Madness has begun. We had 2 games last night, play-ins, and local San Diego State fans like myself and Benji, you included. We did get snubbed from the tournament there.
Yeah.
So that was not a shock, but it was it was a heartbreak because we did lose the Mount West tournament to Fresno State, who got their ticket.
Who got their
punched.
ticket in, man?
Yeah. So San Diego State.
By the
is
way, I
in
didn't pick
NIT.
them. Ah.
NIT San Diego. Oh, there we go. We'll go there eventually. San Diego State's in the NIT, who won their first round, so they got about a week off, and they'll be hosting Washington here at San Diego State University. We'll be waiting for that one.
And free tickets, current San Diego State Aztec fans to try and fill that place up.
Oh yeah. Oh sure. Yeah, man. The show will be there. I was part of that show back in 2005.
Remember that? Back in the
was
day?
fun. We were the early kids. Basically, that's when we stunk there, Benji, and they were actually begging us to fill the stands.
I remember that.
And then they brought
the change.
My last year, they brought in Coach Fish, and hey, things were looking really good.
That was cool. Yeah, that was. Was it 15 years already? How long? 2000, 2001.
It was 2000. I graduated in 05, and he was just coming in then. So
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
it was fun.
10 years ago.
Yes,
guess.
10 years. I wanna
11
say 10
years ago. All right,
11
we
years.
suck at math. This is sports, not the math podcast.
But big stuff going, and everybody get your brackets in. We've been announcing ESPN's got a good challenge going. Everyone's out there. CBS Sports Network, us NoBSPN. We've created our own group. So
yeah, we are on the NoBSPN one. Sorry, the NoBSPN podcast is on the ESPN one.
and we have guests that have submitted their brackets.
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
we have
Yeah,
JT here, Tech JT over here.
JT's got his going. Mr. John Vid's got his going.
We're gonna get Monica from Nug Life in Español, Monica Slovatisky.
I saw her working hard over there.
Yeah, she's preparing for the show. We have a show at like 5 o'clock or something,
Oh, okay.
or 4:30 or something. Yeah, we're gonna be on the air at one point.
That's good, but again, if you want to just look at it, we
Let's
have 2
go.
games.
Let's go straight to it.
We had 2 games last night, and
Right.
Benji, I don't know. I'm looking at my scorecard here.
I picked Vanderbilt, and I also picked Dickinson, and then both of them lost.
They both got there was big losses there. So,
And then today I picked Michigan, and then I'm picking Holy Cross.
on today's matchups, you know what? Really, there's that good game, that Michigan-Tulsa game right there. You know what? That's going to get really good. I look for that one to be close. But
Who'd you got on that one,
I'm
Big
taking
Dog?
Michigan on that
Michigan,
one.
okay.
Yeah, I'm taking Michigan. And I got Southern in the first game. Southern and Holy Cross. They should be, Benji, they should be tipping off here in less than an hour.
Boop, boop, boop. That should be a lot of fun. All right, let's go into the brackets and the picks and stuff. Okay, so which one what do you want to start? South?
Oh well, if you want to go in there, yeah, we can just go. We can just go with our first rounders.
Let's go. Yeah,
our first rounders down there on the
first
south.
round today.
No, it starts. That tip off is going to be tomorrow.
No, I'm saying we're picking first round today.
Yeah, those are going to be tomorrow tip off. So my goodness, looking at the number 1 seed Kansas right there against Austin P.
And I picked Kansas. I think it was an easy one, right?
Yeah, that was kind of a for sure no-brainer.
And then Colorado and UConn.
Hey, this is the first tough matchup.
Yeah,
here.
it was. I went with
And
UConn, although I think Colorado might F me up.
you know what? I got to say, I've got UConn.
There you
yeah,
go.
we're
Ooh,
in
Timmy and
agreement.
Benji,
So,
staying on the scene.
UConn looking solid, especially after that prayer in the
Oh
third
yeah,
overtime.
that's
that
why
cost
maybe
me.
they have another one.
And UConn, they always play good come the big dance time.
Maryland and South Dakota State.
You know what? Got to go with Maryland Terps
Yeah,
on this
me
one.
too. I was like, not, this isn't gonna be the upset I'm picking, and then Cal and Hawaii.
Now there is an upset special.
I
right
picked
here in
Hawaii
the
too.
making. See, I got to say, I looked at this and I've done a few brackets.
Yeah.
But in this one here, Benji, I got to tell you something. I'm going with my homeboys, Cal. But
Okay.
That's also.
I like them too, man. But it's one they've lost some games to some questionable people, so that maybe this is it. How about Arizona and Wichita State? I like Wichita State too, but it's Arizona.
Yeah, Wichita State, they played great last night, 14-point win over Vandy. I got Zona.
Yeah, me too. Damn, man. Aside from the Hawaii one, we're right on. Miami and Buffalo, the U.
See, here we go. I hearing some kind of upset specials, I decided to pull one out of my, back
Did you?
pocket. I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo. Oh
Yes.
man, I'm staying with Miami on that one. So there you go. Now we're getting some separation here. And then Iowa and Temple.
And see, here's another team I look at.
This is my
this
upset
is-
special.
Well, yeah, one of my slippers right here. And
Yep,
as
I picked Temple on this one.
Look at the upset. For some reason, that 7 Iowa, looks okay. They are inconsistent. Hey, that Temple team, especially come tournament time.
All right, and I picked Villanova over UNC.
Yeah, I concur with you on that one. Nova's going to go all the way on that.
Oh, okay, cool. So we're on the same page to an extent. What about UNC and FGCU?
Oh, we go over here. Yeah, we go over
East.
here to the east.
We're going to the east now.
East zone. Yeah, you had Florida Gulf Coast. Who
I kept
just
UNC.
Killed them last night.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, those guys they won one, but.
We've been following UNC the whole season long, the whole February madness. Okay, USC and Providence.
Well, this is a team I've been looking at for a while.
I
and
picked Providence.
I love them from the east. Yeah, you got to go Providence. SC. They're inconsistent.
Indiana and Chattanooga.
Go Hoosiers, Indiana all day.
I concur on that one. So actually, on this one, I went with another. It might not happen, although I think I might have slipped on that one. I don't think I would pick against Indiana. Whatever, dudes. Kentucky and Stony Brook.
You know what?
Man, I want to pick Stony Brook, but I can't, because it's Stony Brook.
I was wondering, is there a little? I bet you that might be a Jewish stoner princess. She'll go.
She's
with,
gonna.
you know,
I
she
hope she
likes
picks
names.
it. I hope
just
she
likes
picks it.
names.
See, that's why I was like, I think she might just slaughter. She might pick the right names.
But those Kentucky Wildcats, I gotta give them the nod
Yeah,
on that.
man. Sorry, weed. I love weed, but Kentucky loves basketball. Notre Dame, the Golden Domers. I picked them over Michigan Tulsa.
Yeah, well, here it is. Notre Dame is waiting for the winner tonight, Michigan-Tulsa, which is going to be a tough game, as I just mentioned.
It doesn't matter.
Benji, here's my upset special. I have Michigan tonight beating Tulsa, and I have Michigan
tomorrow.
going in to beat Notre Dame. Yes.
All right, big guy. That's a good one. But I'm gonna stick with Notre Dame on my pick, man, just because. West Virginia and Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah. Hey. Good. I heard
That's
good
a good
things.
school, man.
I heard good things about that.
That
Stephen
could
F.
be
Austin.
an upset too.
Yes.
I should have picked it, but I went with West Virginia.
I read a little bit. They score at will, and they got good defense. That's Stephen F. Austin, and that's a little sleeper team you can keep an eye on.
I think that's going to be the sleeper team in this section.
I'm sorry. I did take West Virginia as well.
There you go. We talk all this, but we end up being like, oh, but sorry. Wisconsin and Pittsburgh.
Another good one.
Yeah, man,
a
lot of these are good ones.
7 and 10 team right here. One of these right here, a 7 and a 10 seeds. You know what? Out of the top Sweet 16, 50%, 60% of the time, they advance to the 8. So I got to tell you something right here. I'm going Wisconsin.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I concur, Dr. Tim. Xavier and Weber State. I'm sorry, Weber State. You're not going to be the upset special.
Was it Weber or Weber or Bread? No, just kidding. No,
It's Weber or Weber?
I think it's Weber State.
Weber? Because Weber has 2 B's, right?
Yeah. So Weber State, and I believe they're from Utah. They're in the Utah. I'll look that up.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's in Utah. But hey, Xavier Musketeers.
Xavier. Okay, so we got 2 minutes before the break. 2 minutes, 30 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and try and we'll do the West. Let's do the West. Let's see how much. We do the West, and then when we come back, we'll do the other West.
And then we'll do a little
South,
Cinderellas.
or what is it?
We always got to throw in our Cinderellas at the end of
Oh,
the
okay,
segment.
cool.
But
All right, well,
we'll go to the
all right,
West
go,
here
Timmy.
real quick. The West, we're looking at the number 1 team coming out of the West, Oregon versus, the winner, looking at the winner tonight, that Holy Cross Southern game.
I went with Oregon.
I'm going Oregon Ducks, quack.
And then there's St. John's and Cincinnati.
It's actually St. Joseph's, St. Joe's. Believe it or
St.
not.
Joe's.
Yeah, St. Joe's in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
It's a different one.
I've seen that campus. Beautiful campus.
Oh.
Playing the Cincinnati Bearcats. Now let me tell you something.
I love the Bearcats.
You have an 8 and a 9 seed right here, Benji. This is a lookout. And oh, by the way, I'm putting this on as my team, St. Joe's.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I went with the Bearcats. So there you go. There's a difference in there. Baylor, I picked Baylor over Yale.
And this one, too, as we say, there's always those upsets.
Yale. Okay.
Yale, those smart kids are going to come out of nowhere in that
Yeah, in basketball, it's a different game. Duke and UNC Wilmington.
I got to go Duke.
Duke.
I'm going Coach K there for sure.
I picked Texas to be upset by Northern Iowa.
Benji, that Northern Iowa team.
Yeah?
I followed.
Yeah.
And I got 'em.
Yeah. See, I knew it. And then Oregon State, I picked them to lose to VCU.
Oh, yeah. You got, you know what? We'll go down there. We got a 7 seed Oregon State and a 10 VCU. I had to go with Oregon State because of the way they played. They've been playing it the last couple of games.
I have
there,
not.
so.
I can't say I've been paying that much
flipped a coin.
attention.
I kind of flipped a coin.
There you go. Yeah. Well, I kind of just picked. And here's and then finally, before we go to break, Oklahoma and CSU Bakersfield, man.
I'm gonna John Vid, I know you're out there working. This is for John, okay? We were
Uh-oh.
talking about this
All
last
right,
night, Benji.
all right.
This is a true story.
Uh-oh.
He is tired of betting on or rooting or
Oklahoma?
selecting Oklahoma, and we thought about it. We did some homework last night. You know what? That Cal Bakersfield team is really good.
All right.
He has Cal Bakersfield as his big upset special, but I'm going to, that's for you, John. But for me, I got to say Oklahoma. Sorry, Bakersfield. But
Good.
we had a good conversation and argument.
Well,
about that last night.
yeah, man. I stayed with Oklahoma. That was another one. So there you go. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to do the last remaining section, which is the Midwest. And then, buys and shout-outs, right? This is NoBSPN Podcast with Tim Octor and Benji Garcia. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
There are 4 ways to choose a premium cigar. First, the visual. This is Davidoff. Highly refined, elegant, and luxurious. Second, the aroma. Distinctive, rich in Davidoff character. Third, the taste. Creamy notes with pleasant sweet spices. And the final way to choose a premium cigar. Hand-selected from one of Two Guys Smoke Shop's climate-controlled humidors. Two Guys Smoke Shop of Nashua, Salem, and Seabrook, New Hampshire are proud Davidoff-appointed merchants. Experience Two Guys Smoke Shop. Exit 1 over the Massachusetts border. Davidoff. Time beautifully filled.
Man, it's smoky in here. What are you guys still doing smoking those things? Why don't you try something new, like MNG Vape? Now that's more like it. If you're looking for a cleaner, healthier alternative to smoking, MNG Vape offers quality vaporizers and e-liquids to help you finally put down those dirty cigarettes forever. Using an e-cig gives me the freedom to enjoy smoking again, without all the guilt and without all the odor. It's just vapor. Our e-liquid is manufactured in a clean room environment, following industry standards. And MNG Vape e-liquid is 100% made in the USA. We offer over 40 different flavors, each in 5 different strengths, giving you literally hundreds of ways to quit tobacco. You can get more information online about our vaporizers and e-liquids at mngvape.com. Or you can pick one up at stores nationwide. So if you're ready to finally quit smoking, put down that cigarette and pick up a vaporizer from MNG Vape.
Emergency.
From e-cigs to cigars, vaporizers, incense, roll your own, and a whole lot more. Our knowledgeable staff is here to help you find the right item every time. Check out our newly expanded selection of e-cigs and ask about our flavor, wax, and solid options. Our huge selection will surely have anything a smoking connoisseur could ask for. We dare you to find someone that's only visited Tony's once. Find us on Facebook or stop by today.
Are you looking for the best Mexican food in the world? That's right, California's Taco Shop, located in National City just off the 805 freeway, corner of Highland and Division. See what everyone is raving about and try our famous 4-pound Cali burrito. If you can finish it in under 30 minutes, it's free. We specialize on your favorite dishes like California burritos, carne asada fries with shrimp, and much more. Don't waste time anywhere else. Come get your feast and fiesta on at California's Taco Shop, located at 51 North Highland Avenue, National City.
Emergencies occur without warning, and they damage without mercy. These are life-changing moments for families who've lost everything. During this time, they turn to the Red Cross.
The San Diego and Imperial County chapters of the American Red Cross responds to these emergencies every 24 hours.
San Diego, we know we can count on you. Your compassion is the key to our relief efforts.
Your donations will provide the vital resources needed at a critical time.
Together, we can help these families when they need it most.
Please donate today.
We are back. I'm Tim Octor, NoBSPN Sport Network right here alongside Mr. Benji Garcia Reyes.
Hey, what up?
There's the man. He was just making sure everything was good in the old control tower there.
And it was.
Oh, yeah, attaboy. You know, again, we've been going through this college basketball March Madness tournament. And,
But before we finish up with that, we want to take a pause and do a quick shout out to our cannabis hero of the week, who is a former NHL superstar and Stanley Cup winner,
Darren McCarty.
Applause. Do we have the machine working with applause now?
Detroit.
Yes, we do.
Detroit Red Wings defenseman. Yes, Darren McCarty.
Yes, sir. The reason he is the cannabis hero of the week today is because he's recently come out publicly, saying that he's now using cannabis to fight off alcoholism. He says about I don't know how long ago, but according to this article, this article from March 4th, and this is a quote directly from him. Through my journey, a lot of stuff that has taken from me, I've been able to apply in life today. Everybody's different. You got to find out what your program is. My program involves medical marijuana because that's what keeps me out of alcohol. So, another big applause and shout out to Darren McCarty, former Detroit Red Wing and now cannabis hero. Sports hero here on NoBSPN. So there you go, man.
Yeah, that's big. That's big to come to the table. Honestly.
All right, so now back to finishing off what we came here to do, the brackets.
And where do we leave off at? I think
Midwest.
We're in Midwest now.
Midwest.
That's right.
Midwest. All right, so I picked University of Virginia to send Hampton packing.
Yeah, that one right there, that was pretty much a given. I got to go Virginia with you on that.
All right, and then I picked Butler over Texas Tech. Although Texas Tech, I like the Red Raiders. I always do. They're a big basketball school, but Butler has been.
That's a big game right there. And again, I was a coin flip. I couldn't really put my finger on either. But
another 8-9.
I gave Butler.
Right,
yeah,
another 8-9.
Butler a nod there.
And then I actually picked Little Rock to upset Purdue. I probably shouldn't, but whatever. That was feeling adventurous.
You need those. And again,
Yeah.
there's your upset special.
In this bracket.
I will disagree with you. I really like the Boilermakers out of Purdue.
Yeah. Well, I had to pick something. Everything else was too common. And then Iowa versus, is that Iona?
It's Iowa State Cyclones and Iona. Yeah, another small school.
I didn't even I picked too many small schools already, so Iona didn't get my pick. I went with Iowa State.
Iona's been there the past couple of years in this tournament, and I got to tell you something though. I got to go Iowa State on that. Sorry.
And then I picked Seton Hall to over. I picked Gonzaga over Seton Hall.
These two teams.
Hard,
I really like.
good.
I really like. This is a tough game right here. On my bracket, I had to go with the hot Seton Hall team. Gonzaga is one of my favorites in regards to always keep an eye on when it comes into. So it was really hard for me. But in another pool, I do have Gonzaga in that. So you can go either way on that, honestly. But in this one, Seton Hall.
Seton Hall.
Yeah, Pirates.
I picked Utah to beat where San Diego State would have been.
Yeah,
to beat the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
from Fresno State.
Yeah, what is that? Fresno State. Fresno State came in as a 14 seed. I saw kind of the same thing. San Diego State was going to be a 15 or a 14. So there it is. It landed there. But Utah Utes, I think, are playing better basketball.
And then Syracuse is going to beat Dayton.
God, that's a good pick. It really is. That is a good pick because you got to go with Cuse when it comes tournament time. Although I flipped a coin on this.
I think
Benji,
that's the highest seed,
Benji,
though.
I flipped a coin on this one here, and the 7 and the 10, and the Dayton Flyers came out on my end, and I really hate to go. I hate to go against the Orange.
I like the fact we don't have the same picks. That's how it should be.
Oh yeah, exactly. No,
and then
I hated it.
And then the Spartans. I picked the Spartans over Mid Tennessee.
Michigan State, yeah.
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan State. Michigan State's solid. Look out for them.
You guys can check out these picks and make your own at NoBSPN on Facebook. We have the link, and we're going to share it on the Twitter. Go on ESPN and Google NoBSPN podcast bracket and join in. You see how you fare against us. We have JT here, one of our techs on the show, also has his bracket there, and we're going to try and get Monica Slavatiski from Nug Life en Español to do that with us as well. That should be fun. Okay, cool, man. Wow. Well, man, the show's almost done. We're doing this 30-minute version. That way we can do more of them and keep you up to date, and you guys can share. You guys can email us at any point and give us your advice or tell us, what would be cool, some things we need to try. We can broadcast remotely. We can, so if you have a business or an event and you want us to be there and stream it live, for you guys and, do our show from there, have some guests, we can totally do that. Email us, nobspn@gmail.com.
We're willing to make it happen.
What did we learn today, Timmy?
We learned today, let's see here. We learned.
We knew a little bit about CTE.
Yeah, CTE, that the NFL and basically professional sports now should really be aware and be taking and have taken the necessary precautions, but continue doing and looking out for the safety of
the athletes, right?
The athletes, yeah.
On that same note, we learned about Darren McCarty, who is a former world champion with the Detroit Red Wings, and how he's been using marijuana to fight off alcoholism, which is another way athletes once again need help. An alternative, not just for regular pain, but, regular, other types of illnesses like, alcoholism, depression.
Right.
But anyway, so I guess that's what we learned, no?
We learned that. We also learned March Madness. March Madness is
Oh, yeah. Oh, before we go,
tournament.
Before we end up, I jumped all around. Before, Timmy, I believe, there are some Cinderella picks and stuff. According to some well-known websites, did you pick any of these? I don't know if I did, so let's. What do we get, Timmy?
Well, again, you have your Cinderellas and you have your teams, your sleeper picks or whatever that to come in. I'm quoting ESPN here, and I tend to agree with a few of them. There's a couple teams like a Butler for once we mentioned, and has done it before in years past. Watch out for a Butler team.
I picked Butler.
This one, Davidson. Davidson is another team they rank up there to just keep an eye on.
Didn't pick them.
I don't. Yeah, I can't really agree with that one. VCU. Yeah, VCU. I would have to agree with. Again, they are another team that made it inside. They made it inside the Elite Eight. I want to say 3 years back. So that VCU team.
I did not pick them.
And I did mention it earlier. Wichita State Shockers. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, Wichita State.
And last but not least, that Gonzaga Bulldogs.
Woo,
Yeah,
see. All right, so I think I got 2 of those. How many of those were 8? How many did they pick right there?
That's am I right? Yeah, there's 8 of them, and there's also mentioned Cincinnati Bearcats.
The Cincinnati Bearcats. Hey, I got those too. All right.
See,
I'm feeling pretty good, kids.
There you
go.
go.
Pretty freaking good.
Me, I only have 1 of them, believe it or not, but that's okay. Hey, it's bracketology.
Yes, it is. That's pretty rad, awesome, and awesomeness. Okay. On tomorrow's show, because we're gonna be on tomorrow, 30 minutes. We don't know what time yet. And it doesn't matter because you guys are probably listening to us on the download. But if you guys do want to watch us and you guys can chat with us live, we're going to try to have a phone in. NoBSPN is available at uptvnetwork.com /NoBSPN. We have some episodes up there. Some are audio, some are video. The video is kind of just us staring into the camera, kind of like right now, except some of them, sometimes we switch around. We use the switcher because we set it up and we have time. But what? But there's one of the episodes we got has the graphics where we have the time down. We're trying to work with different formats to entertain you guys and get the most sports pot information to you guys the fastest and the most entertaining way. And that's kind of what separates us from other shows.
And we do it by any means necessary.
Yeah, we do it by any means necessary. You guys come and tell us, and you guys, if you guys aren't watching this on video, you're missing it. I'm doing the snap. Whatever it takes.
Oh, the triple snap.
Yeah, it's only on Up TV Network, guys. Cool. Aside from that, tomorrow we're gonna have a little bit more on opiates, on opiate use. Some statistics. There's a couple articles out there. We're gonna try and lead you guys on. We got some top stories in the NFL. We're gonna give you guys an updated NFL tracker.
Couple of Charger signings
as well,
and re-signings,
and then some MMA news, some noise going on with McGregor and UFC 200. Also, a little bit of baseball update. There's been spring ball. I believe there's a couple of injuries out there, and we'll see. It's just spring ball, but we'll see a lot of how some teams are faring, right?
Right, Padres, spring training,
and then
4 wins.
Oh man, well we'll get to that tomorrow.
It doesn't count until April, so we'll go there.
And then also, it's Thursday, so that means horse racing, right? So we should be able to have some horse racing update as far as, I don't know, what we got anything in the Kentucky Derby? Any?
You know what? I'll scrounge around and take a look. Kentucky Derby favorites, or not favorites, but prospects keep coming and going. So, yeah, I'll give you an update on that, yeah.
If not, we'll have a PGA. If not, we'll Google some NHL or some badminton news. That way we fulfill the time, what we're trying to do, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, we won't forget about the NBA. I guess they're playing some basketball, too.
Do we ever? I don't think we ever do forget about them. But cool, man. This has been the NoBSPN podcast. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have been awesome. Follow us. I'm on Twitter. I'm at the Medi Mexican on Twitter.
I'm TA19 on Instagram.
Look
me up on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram at Ben Garcia Reyes, and you guys just can find us on Instagram. JT's on there too. You guys can follow him.
Like the show? Hey, come on.
Go check us. Stay tuned if you guys speak Spanish or not. We got Nug Life in Español. Check that out. But we also have the Ghetto Blaster Show on Monday nights. Those are both available on Spreaker and on SoundCloud. You guys can check those out as well as NoBSPN. Yeah. Check out soon. Like the page for the Functional Stoner. It's a new cannabis education show that we're doing in English. It's a panel of entertainers, the activists, and business people in the industry. And it's pretty much we chit chat and we talk and discuss about hot topics going on in the world. So check out that. The Functional Stoner also on all the social media outlets. All right. If there's nothing else left to pander or sell.
I'd just like to thank, some people like Baojiao 420, Benji. Let's see. We would like to thank JP. Thank you very much, JT, up there doing your job. Appreciate you being by today. Fill out your brackets. Let's see. Go San Diego State. Again, thanks for having us here. TA Media Studios. Benji Garcia Reyes.
Yes, we love ya.
It's been a great one.
Bye.
Peace.
Made in the USA. We offer over 40 different flavors, each in 5 different strengths, giving you literally hundreds of ways to quit tobacco. You can get more information online about our vaporizers and e-liquids at mngvape.com, or you can pick one up at stores nationwide. So if you're ready to finally quit smoking, put down that cigarette and pick up a vaporizer from MNG Vape.
Emergencies occur without warning, and they damage without mercy. These are life-changing moments for families who've lost everything. During this time, they turn to the Red Cross.
The San Diego and Imperial County chapters of the American Red Cross responds to these emergencies every 24 hours.
San Diego, we know we can count on you. Your compassion is the key to our relief efforts.
Your donations will provide the vital resources needed at a critical time.
Together, we can help these families when they need it most.
Please donate today.
¿Conoces las señales de advertencia de suicidio?
Mi hija perdió el interés en todo.
Después de que mi esposo perdió el trabajo,
For more, go to uptvnetwork.com. Like, follow, share. Up comedy shows, up entertainment. Stay up.
Siempre estaba enojado. No siempre es fácil ver las señales de que alguien está pensando en quitarse la vida o hablar de esto.